What is good, everyone? Welcome to my channel and today's 5x5 review of the best sneakers of 2020 in my humble opinion. And you're probably wondering, what is the 5x5? What is that all about? Well, today's episode is brought to you by the SNKRS app, because this last year I got exactly 0 and 0 for 40 on hype sneaker drops. Guess that was my rude awakening to what the SNKRS app is really all about. So what the 5x5 is it's going to be the 5 best sneakers that I actually got my hands on, and the 5 best sneakers that I was unable to get. So without further ado, let's actually get into it. I'm going to go in order, starting with number 5 of the shoe I actually got, and then moving on to number 5 of a shoe that I didn't get, and I'm gonna go back and forth like that. So let's go. At number 5 of the shoes I actually got my hands on, we have the Nike Dunk Low Brazil. Now I actually got these in December, quite a long time after they dropped, and I got a pretty amazing price on them. I got these through Yahoo Auctions Japan, which is the big auction site in Japan. It's not eBay, it's Yahoo. And basically I put in a fairly low bid and went to bed expecting to wake up finding myself having been outbid, but I actually got the shoes. In fact, I got them for such a low price that I was suspicious they might not be legit. I got them legit checked and they are for real. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it's not so much that I'm about the Brazil colorway, but I am a huge Green Bay Packer fan. And so for me, these are more the Dunk Low Green Bay Packers. Next up, number 5 of the shoes I didn't get. At number 5 of the shoes that I did not get my hands on, Ambush Dunk High collaboration. I don't really know anything about Ambush, to be honest, but they knocked it out of the park with this new take on the Nike Dunk High silhouette. That silhouette's been around for a long time, but it seems like Ambush took it and made it a 21st century upgrade to it. And I really love it. I wish I could have gotten these, but the $400 plus price tag right after drop was just, I wasn't really able to go there. Let's go on to number 4 of what I did get. At number 4 of the shoes that I actually got my hands on, I have the Jordan 3 Denim. And it is the katakana version that has the katakana Nike on the back. And it is just such a cool, clean colorway. I love the hits of the Japanese denim all around it. That Nike Air in katakana on the back was just something I had to have. It's the Japan exclusive. I live in Japan. I haven't worn them yet. I've been actually trying to get my hands on a second pair. I got these for retail, to be honest, because they sat on shelves in Japan for about a week. I bought these online through Undefeated. I did fail to get them on the SNKRS app though, which is the theme of this video really. But I did get them through Undefeated at retail, and they sat on shelves for about a week. I should have gotten a second pair then. At number 4 of the shoes that I did not get, we have the Dunk Low Habibi. Now this is just really about the colorway. It's really about the details, like the extra swoosh, and I really like the fact that it is a collaboration. It's coming out of the Middle East, and you know, that's not something we see very often. And another shoe that just looks amazing. Missed out on the drop, and obviously it's going for over $1,000, I think, and they were super limited, so not really surprising that I missed out, but it is what it is. Just another L on the SNKRS app. At number 3 of the shoes I actually got my hands on, we have the Nike Duck High Pro SB, the Mallards. And I just can't get over the crazy materials put in on this shoe. I just got my hands on these as well, and I don't know, maybe it's just the Wisconsin boy in me growing up around mallard ducks, and you know, Wisconsin's also a hunting state. I don't hunt myself, but I was feeding the ducks, not shooting the ducks. And I know this one didn't seem to be on a lot of people's lists. I don't think I saw anyone put it on a top 5 or top 10 list of pickups, and I don't know, it just didn't seem to have a lot of widespread popularity, but that's great. That means I could get a pair for resale that wasn't ridiculously expensive. At number 3 of the shoes that I did not get my hands on, these are actually related to number 5, the Brazil Dunks that I did get. The Brazil Dunks are kind of like a consolation prize because what I really wanted to get were the Sockeye Vapor Waffle in the Green Bay Packer colorway. These are the shoes that I really would have liked to have gotten. I'm not sad about having the Dunks at all. I'm obviously going to love rocking those, especially since the Packers are clearly going to win the Super Bowl this year. All right, let's go on to number 2 of the shoes I actually did get. And at number 2 of the shoes I actually got my hands on, we have none other than the Kobe Pro 5 in the Bruce Lee colorway. And I think it is appropriate for me to have at least one pair of shoes to commemorate Kobe Bryant in my collection. He obviously had a big impact on a lot of people, and he has a lot of really strong fans. And although I'm not a huge Kobe fan myself, I love what he represents, and this is one way I can pay a little bit of homage to Kobe Bryant, is to have one of his signature sneakers in my collection. When I saw this colorway, I knew it was something that I just had to have, and I am a huge Bruce Lee fan. Having done martial arts for a couple of decades now, having the Bruce Lee colorway just made a ton of sense for me. When I first saw pictures of these, this was one of those, oh, I gotta get this. And I am not disappointed. I didn't do a standalone video on these, but I am very happy with them because obviously they are number 2 on the list. At number 2 of the shoes I did not manage to get my hands on, this is one that actually is on a lot of people's lists. I understand that a lot of the shoes that I've already listed off probably weren't really high on a lot of people's lists. Like, I didn't hear a lot of people talking about the Dunk High Ambush or putting the Turdunkins on their top 5 lists. This one is on a lot of people's lists. I am talking about the Ben & Jerry's Chunky Dunky. These shoes, let me put it this way. These were probably the ones that I took the L on that hurt the most. I was hoping the most. I had my fingers crossed the whole time I was pounding on the sneakers app. And yeah, I took a fat old L, and they're going for what, $3,000? Yeah, I'm not going to be buying these anytime soon. If I got my hands on a pair of these, I'd probably keep them and wear them. Yeah, famous last words, they are worth a few $1,000s, so maybe not, but I like to think that they would be for the toe. Let's go to number 1 of the shoes that I actually got. At number one of the shoes that I actually picked up this year, if you watch the channel, you already know, it is the shoe that got me back into sneakers. It's the shoe that got me interested again. It's the shoe that sparked all of this off. The Jordan 1 Retro High OG, the CO.JP, the Japan colorway, and I know these don't have much resale at all. They're pretty much sitting at retail, and they were not nearly as popular as I figured they would be, but I don't care. You can see it's laced up. I'm already wearing them, and this shoe is still just a thing of beauty for me. I love wearing them. I love seeing them. I love having them in my hands. And to be honest, I think that the postponement of the Tokyo Olympics is what kind of sunk the hype and the popularity of the shoes. If the Olympics had happened, all the eyes of the world were on Tokyo, these would have been a lot bigger than they were. The Olympics, I believe, because the vaccine is out, the 2021 Olympics is going to happen. People are going to have a renewed interest in these Japan colorways. So between this one and the Midnight Navy, I think it is still a good investment. In fact, you might want to buy some pairs now if you can still get them so cheap, because if these really do get that Olympic pop, they could end up being pretty nicely valued. For me though, it's not about how much they are monetarily. These are just a great shoe in my mind, and because of what they did for me in terms of getting me back into sneakers, these are always going to be one of my all-time favorites. There's just no doubt about it. thank you so much for watching this part of the list, the 5x5 list. We have one more shoe to go, the one shoe that is at the top of my list that I was unable to get my hands on. Let's go see what it is. And at number one of the shoes I really wish I would have gotten but was unable to get on the SNKRS app, and actually this is not a SNKRS app shoe. I have to be fair, this is the one on the list that I did not get an L on. SNKRS, I got an L on Union. So now you know what it's gonna be. I am talking about the Jordan 4 Guava Ice colorway. A lot of other sneaker YouTubers had these on their top 5 lists in the off noir color, the black ones. And while I appreciate those, these are the ones that I really wanted. And they were the Union website exclusive, whereas the black ones actually were put on the SNKRS app. And I actually heard a lot of people talking about how Union did a great job with the drop. Like, a lot of people copped pairs manually, and they seem to be able to keep out the bots to some extent. And that might be true of the US release, but the Japan Union release was a mess for me. I was unable to get onto the website. I mean, it was just like, website is down, refresh, 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 website is down. 20 minutes in, the website loads. Yeah, 20 minutes in. There's no shoes left at 20 minutes in. So it may have gone off without a hitch in America, and the America one happened after the Japan one. So maybe after they saw what happened in Japan, they're like, oh, maybe we gotta bump up our server's strength to make the website successful in America. I was really disappointed about this one. Like, it's one thing to lose a draw, it's another thing to not even be able to get into the draw. And so this was particularly frustrating, and this is the one I wanted. The black one might have been easier to get. I didn't get those either. I did go in for the drop on those, but the Guava Ice. But it was a really good year. I picked up some really nice shoes, and I have a lot of pretty good investments, I feel, and a lot of pretty good shoes that I'm going to be wearing on the regular. And hopefully 2021 is going to allow us out to be wearing more shoes on the regular. Kind of a strange year for me to have started my collecting. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my 5x5 format. Let us know in the comments how you feel. Do you agree with any of my choices? What were your top 5? What were the top 5 that you didn't get? What were the top 5 that you got? Hit that like button if you have not already, and subscribe if you've made it this far in the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.